Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Friday payday na naman. It's also the last working day of the month, February 26, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chodoro. If you're new to my channel, I am a retired bank officer who had been investing in the stock market since 2007. Nag-start po ako sa mutual funds, then moved on to stock investments. I also review the most active stocks, and I started doing this daily stock market report since the August of last year. And if you like the content, mag-subscribe po kayo sa aking channel. And if you have stocks in mind that you want me to review, just comment on the comment box and I will prioritize them. Meron po tayong balita sa financials ni BDO at China Bank, the results of trading in the PSE. Lahat ng ito dito lamang sa Thank God It's a Friday, February 26, 2021 edition of the Stock Market Today. So let's get on with the news. C-controlled banks post mixed financial results in turbulent 2020. So in short, kumita si BDO at China Bank, pero mas malaki ang merong increase si China Bank na from the income of last year, si BDO nag-slightly decline. Okay, the C family's two listed banks capped a turbulent 2020 that tested the local banking industry's resilience amid a pandemic-induced recession with mixed financial results. In a disclosure to the stock exchange on Friday, BDO Unibank Inc. reported a net income of 28.2 billion in 2020, plummeting 36.2 year-on-year. Separately, China Bank Inc. reported a bottom line of 12.1 billion last year, up 20% annually. BDO earnings sagged after it increased its loan loss buffers to a total of 30.2 billion last year, an action meant to shield the bank's balance sheet from the wave of unpaid debts from borrowers who lost their jobs because of the pandemic. In 2020, 2.65% of BDO's total loan portfolio was non-performing, or those that remain unpaid 30 days past due. But the lender said its non-performing loan coverage ratio, which measures the sufficiency of banks' allowance for credit losses, stood at 109.5%. Broken down, BDO's net interest income jumped 12% year-on-year to 133.7 billion, with loans growing 3% annually to 2.3 trillion, driven by consumer and corporate accounts. Financial results showed non-interest income, on the other hand, declined 8% year-on-year to 55.2 billion. Operating expenses fell 2% on year to 112.6 billion after BDO cut marketing and volume-related expenses to conserve cash amid hard times. Okay, so that's news for BDO, and in spite of the pandemic, income pa rin sila, no? 28 billion, and China Bank also had a 12.1 billion. And that's good for the C family, and it's positive for the banking industry as well as BDO in spite of the loan loss provision. So let's now go to the PSE index. The PSE index gained 38.91 points, so that's good news also on a Friday, which is supposedly a profit-taking day. And that's 0.58% up. However, there was net foreign selling at 972.65 million. As for the market activity, 96 companies declined, 121 advanced, while 42 remained unchanged. For the all-share index, it is up by 0.49%, while the sectoral indices ended mixed. The financials, properties, and services ended in the green, while the holding companies, industrials, and mining ended in the red. The gainers were on the financial side at 2.9%, while the losers was led by the holding companies at 1%. So let's now take a look at the most active stocks. So let's review DITO, SM, FNI, ICT, BDO, PHA, MBT, AC, green, and TEL. Okay, so let's now get on to it. So now let's do first DITO. I think DITO recovered from last Wednesday. So DITO gained 0.14 points, but it went as high as 1648. That's 0.88%. So right now it is at 16.14 and a green candlestick. Now this is probably a sign of reversal, which we have to check in the coming days. In the meantime, the RSI is at 67.48%, still bullish. So let's now take a look at SM. Okay, SM dropped. It had a very thin red candlestick. It's now at 1009, down 29 points. Let's take a look at the support level. I see the support here at 983 to 985. So tignan po natin kung saan pupunta ang stock ni SM. If it continues to be bearish, which is right now bearish, the support will be a good opportunity to buy the stock. So SM is bearish based on the RSI, which is now at 43, and the candlestick is lower than our indicators, no? And therefore the stock is moving downwards. Then let's take a look at FNI. Okay, FNI recovered. It's a green candlestick today. However, the closing price is 1 centavo less than the previous day. That's why we have a red here. But it is a green candlestick since it opened at 280 and ended at 297, or a 34% or an increase, no? 34% down, but the comparison here is not the opening and closing, but the previous days, Thursday's candlestick. So in the meantime, this is I actually sideways, no? Sideways to bullish. This may be a sign of reversal. So baka natin sa Monday, if you see a green candlestick, then probably the stock would have regained or recovered. Okay, ICT. Okay, ICT declined today. Actually, it went as high as 124, but it closed at 119, or 2.2 pesos and 10 centavos lower than the previous day. So it's now, actually, it's based on the indicators, it is sideways to bearish. Ang movement niya, the RSI is bearish at 43.5. So it's moving sideways to bearish. And then let's take a look at BDO. BDO should have regained something. Yes, it regained, and there we have a dividend declaration. It gained 2 pesos and 30 centavos, up 2.23%. So that's a respectable bounce. Right now, I would say that the support is at 100. So if you intend to buy, then wait till the stock goes down to 100 and wait for a green candlestick. In the meantime, it declared cash dividends of 30 centavos. BDO had been very consistent in declaring cash dividends, even if their income is not very good, or even if they had a decline in income because of the pandemic. So it declares quarterly cash dividends of 30 centavos in good times and in bad. That is a mark of a blue chip company. So the cash dividends is 30 centavos, ex-dividend date is March 10, payment date is March 25. So next, let's take a look at PHA. Okay, PHA also gained. It's a green candlestick, although the closing price is 3 centavos lower than the previous working day. And there was net foreign selling on the stock. Still, the candlestick, it is still higher than our moving average indicators, the 20, the 50, and the 100-day exponential moving averages, indicating a bullish trend on the stock. In the meantime, the RSI is also bullish at 58.69. A number between 50 and 70 is a bullish number for the stock. Pero Premier Horizon had a net foreign selling. Pero maliit lang, 680,000 lang. Then let's take a look at MBT. Bullish ang market dito eh. But it ended with a short candlestick up 45 centavos. So it's still higher than our 3 moving averages indicators, indicating a bullish trend. However, in the past 6 days, it has been moving sideways. So our RSI is at 58, which is bullish, and our indicators are under the candlestick, which would indicate a bullish movement. However, the general direction is sideways. So generally, it is bullish. Next, Ayala Corporation. Okay, bearish si Ayala. It ended with a red candlestick, but there is a weakening of the red candlestick, indicating that anytime soon we might see some reversals. Pero the RSI is at 38. Now, once it reaches 30, yung RSI, and it goes below 30, the stock is oversold. Meaning, anytime soon, there might be a reversal. And since all our indicators, the exponential moving averages of 20, 50, and 100 are above the candlestick, the movement of the stock is bearish. Once magkaroon tayo ng green candlestick, 2 successive green candlestick in 2 successive days would indicate a sign of reversal. Kasi very cheap na itong stock eh. At lalo na kung umabot sa below 30 yung RSI, oversold ang ibig sabihin nun. It's that anytime soon the stock may change in trend. Okay, then green. Okay, green had a breakout. So it had the first breakout on February 16 with volume. Then nagpahinga ng isang araw, nag-continue yung kanyang breakout. Then nagpahinga ng 4 days, then there was a breakout again today. And it gained 56 centavos, 13.86% higher. So the stock is bullish, and if you will take a look at our indicators, bullish din, RSI is at 73.87. Well, in the in the overbought area already. Pero there is good news on green, because they bought another corporation, which is let's see. Meron siyang disclosure today, or last February 24, acquisition of common shares in Ocean Biochemistry Technology Research Inc., which probably was the reason kung bakit umaakyat tong si Green, because of a major acquisition. So Green is bullish, and the nearest support level is at 3.95 to 4 pesos. So if you wish to buy green, pwede pa rin. Pero kailangan lang po, kung short term yung ating view dito sa green, ay meron po tayong trading plan. We have to have our catalyst ready, but meron din dapat target price, di ba? And computin nyo po yung risk reward, kailangan 1:2. 1 is your risk, 2 is your reward. Then finally, we have TEL. Alam mo, TEL, bumaba na naman. It's bearish. 1288. It's a bearish sign, but itong TEL is look very cheap already, Kasi the RSI is at 36. Pagka bumaba pa yan sa 30, yung RSI, then oversold na yan. But right now, it is in the support area. 1288 is a support level. And our indicators are above the candlestick, indicating a bullish trend. So, abangan po natin ang news on TEL, because anytime soon, magpapalabas na ng financials yung mga telcos. And I'm expecting a good report for the telcos kasi sila ang nakinabang during the pandemic. Okay po, yan po ang ating report sa ating stock market today. Friday payday, February 26, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, mag-ingat sa scams. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. See you again in our next episode at maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay.